It's interesting. It's almost like saying just the talk of the sanctions have already had a meaningful impact.
Well, that's what the administration is saying, that they have seen this impact already and that they're seeing a lot of companies leave Iran, and the fact that the U.S. has already pulled out of the deal and said the sanctions will resume has already started to have that impact. So it's hard to measure that, but that is the case the Trump administration is making just hours before the sanctions do resume.
And of course, the other thing we're talking about are these waivers, right, for a handful of countries, and whether in fact that, and then you throw into that the ability of OPEC members to ramp up production, whether it kind of negates the impact on the oil market.
That's right. So there's a lot of criticism coming from the U.S. Congress, including members of President Trump's own party, about these waivers. They have agreed to allow 8 countries waivers to continue to buy crude oil from Iran, saying partly they don't want to disrupt the worldwide oil supply, but also to give these countries more time to be able to fully comply. But that, of course, is causing this criticism. It's unclear necessarily what the countries are. Bloomberg has reported that they include India, Japan, and South Korea. It's unclear whether China is one of the countries or not.
So what are the broader implications of the sanctions? Because at this point, we know that European nations still support the Iran nuclear deal.
That's right. So what the Trump administration is trying to do is basically to isolate Tehran as much as possible, to basically bank on the fact that companies, businesses, banks, and countries would rather do business with the U.S. than with Iran, and that if they isolate Iran enough, that this will cause the leaders there to come to the table to really negotiate a disarmament of their nuclear weapons agreement. There's not any indication that's going to happen. We've, of course, seen from the leadership there that they are very strident at this point. But that is the goal of the U.S. in reimposing these sanctions.